Hey, I'm Evette, and I am one of Rach's content buddies, and I'm here to show you guys 3 really cool ideas about how you can make your next birthday party totally rockin'. These are so easy and simple. Well, the first thing is you want to start with games. Everybody loves games, and they bring people together. They're good icebreakers, and this is a really fun little ice-breaking game. Just get a bunch of index cards and write some names of famous people. Of course, Rach is in there. And we've got some other ones. You know, I'm doing a little bit of a retro 80s thing, so we've got Cyndi Lauper and Michael J. Fox. Everybody loves them. And of course, Mr. T. So what you're going to do is when guests come in, you secretly, without them knowing, pin this onto their back so they don't know who they are. And then throughout the rest of the night, they interact with everyone at the party and ask yes or no questions to try to figure out who they are. And at the end of the night, you give someone a prize, a big kiss or whatever, you know, when they figured out who they are. So that's a cool little icebreaker because it gets people to interact, ask questions. It's really fun. Then I love to incorporate games actually into my tabletop. And this is pretty cool, I think. So these are little travel games. They come in a bunch of little retro ones. There's this Sorry, I've got Operation, and of course, Mr. Potato Head. But what you do is they've got little clips on them, and you can just clip them onto your wine glasses. And they act as little wine charms, and everybody knows which glass is theirs, and they're great takeaway, and these cost $4. So cheap, and it makes a huge impact on the table. I also have Scrabble, which is one of my personal favorites in games, and I just have the little racks and use the Scrabble letters to spell out everyone's name so everybody knows where they're sitting. Then use the Scrabble board also as a centerpiece, and don't forget a magic 8-ball is such a nice little fun treat to have around because you can always, you know, ask questions like, am I going to get something fantastic for my birthday? Let's see what it says. As I see it, yes. Well, that's great. And the next thing you want to incorporate is mood lighting because everybody loves mood lighting. It really sets the tone, and this is a really cool little project. It starts out with just regular Christmas lights like this. These are C7 bulbs. They're the big chunky ones that you used to have when you were a kid. And you just take CDs. Now CDs are obsolete, or DVDs, because everybody's got the MP3 players and digital music. So instead of throwing these out, you can recycle them by unscrewing the bulbs to your Christmas lights and just sandwiching your CD like this and putting the bulb right on through. And that way the CD acts as a little reflector. And if you happen to have CDs that are different, you know, you can keep them that way, or you can even spray paint the back to make them all match, whatever you want. But it's a really cool little touch to add to your next party. You can also use CDs as little place settings for votive candles because the little reflected metallicness reflects and it makes it really sort of super festive. So I've got those right here. And now the final touch for your birthday party. Everybody loves a cocktail, but how about a custom cocktail? And it's so easy to make a custom cocktail. You basically take an old favorite and just tweak it a little bit and name it after the birthday boy or girl. So I'm just going to tweak Rachel's favorite drink, the Moscow Mule, which is a really tasty one. I've got some ice in a shaker, and I've got some ginger beer right here. And basically this drink is 2 parts ginger beer, 1 part vodka, mixed in a shaker, and then garnished really nicely. The Moscow Mule usually has regular vodka. I chose a little bit of the lemon vodka, so there's my little variation, and I can personalize it. So I put my ginger beer inside of my shaker. That's about right, 2 parts. And then I'm going to take some vodka, put it in there. Maybe a little bit more, just for good luck. And then I'm going to give it a little shake, like so. And then I've got a little cocktail glass here that's got some ice in it. I'm just going to pour my Moscow Mule over the ice. And then you want to garnish it with a wedge of lime. Give it a little squeeze and toss it in there. And some sprigs of mint, because everybody loves a little mint. Maybe a little bit more. And there you go. You've got your custom cocktail, you've got your place set up, and you're going to have a great birthday party.